Reacher's fate has already been decided ahead of Season 3. Prepare for more turkey-sized fists, chests, and heads which are impenetrable to bullets, and some extremely dry humor. And Clark bars too. Reacher has been officially renewed for a fourth season by Prime Video, well in advance of the release of the third season, which isn't due to premiere on the streaming platform until 2025. The news comes hot on the heels of the confirmation that a spin-off series, currently known as the Untitled Neegly Project, starring Maria Sten, was going ahead with Prime Video, too. The series, adapted from Lee Child's best-selling novels, has become a major hit for Prime Video, with its second season already having made waves as Amazon's biggest TV success of 2023, so to see an early order for more is absolutely no surprise. In announcing the show's renewal, Vernon Sanders, head of television, Amazon MGM Studios, released this statement. What can we expect from Reacher Season 3? Back in August, star Alan Ritchson revealed that the show was heading in a more classic direction. The upcoming season is set to adapt Persuader, the seventh book in Child's series, which sees Reacher going undercover to rescue an informant from a dangerous criminal from his past. Ritchson and Sten are already returning as Reacher and Neegly, but the show has also added a host of new cast members, including Anthony Michael Hall as Zachary Beck, a corrupt businessman, and Sonia Cassidy as the agent Susan Duffy. Brian T. joins as the villainous Quinn, while Johnny Berchtold portrays Richard Beck, a college student whose attempted kidnapping sets off the events of the season. Reacher will also team up with Roberto Montesinos as the agent Guillermo Villanueva and Daniel David Stewart as rookie agent Stephen Elliott. And lastly, Oliver Richters plays Polly, a man even bigger than Reacher himself. Stay tuned to Collider for more updates on Reacher. The first two seasons can be watched on Prime Video now. Jack Reacher, the towering ex-military policeman turned drifter from Lee Child's best-selling series, has found a home on Amazon Prime Video, where his story has been reimagined for a new generation of viewers. The success of the show, especially in the wake of the well-publicized casting of Alan Ritchson in the lead role, has garnered significant attention. Yet, with the excitement surrounding Season 3 of Reacher, one thing is clear. Reacher's fate has already been decided long before the next season airs. The character of Jack Reacher, a man who is described in Child's books as having an imposing physique and a quiet but deeply moral demeanor, has always been a symbol of justice, order, and a brutal sense of right and wrong. When Amazon announced the adaptation of the Reacher books into a TV series, the bar was set high. Tom Cruise's portrayal of Reacher in the 2012 film Jack Reacher was met with skepticism due to his smaller stature compared to the character's book description. Yet, Cruise's films were popular, and the cinematic version's success seemed to divert the conversation away from the character's physicality. The arrival of Alan Ritchson, standing at 6'2", embodying the imposing figure of Reacher from the books, quickly reassured fans of the character's faithful portrayal. His rough-around-the-edges charm, combined with a brutal yet deeply moral approach to justice, quickly made Reacher a hit. But while Season 1 and 2 focused on action-packed storylines and intense moral dilemmas, it is becoming increasingly clear that the future of Reacher's character, at least in the context of the show, is already mapped out. The source material, Lee Child's vision, the reason for Reacher's fate being set ahead of time lies in the very source material that the show adapts. The Jack Reacher books, of which there are over 20, have provided a strong blueprint for the series' direction. The show's success comes from its ability to capture the core of the books, with each season tackling one novel in the series. As of now, Season 3 is expected to be based on Bad Luck and Trouble, the 11th book in the series. For fans who have followed the Jack Reacher novels, the events that will unfold in Season 3 have already been established. The twist, the action, the moral challenges, each piece has already been written, and what remains is the way the showrunners choose to bring it to life. The challenge of adapting a long-running book series into television is striking a balance between remaining faithful to the source material while also allowing the show to stand on its own. The world that Lee Child built for Reacher is expansive, with each book offering a self-contained story yet contributing to the larger mythology of the character. This combination of episodic and serialized storytelling has allowed the Reacher series on Amazon to thrive. But this same structure also means that, by the time we reach Season 3, fans will already know what's coming. The setup for Reacher's Fate Season 3 of Reacher will follow the events of Bad Luck and Trouble, and it will undoubtedly feature the same mix of intrigue, action, and complex characters that have made the previous seasons so successful. However, the very nature of Reacher's existence a drifter with no ties to anyone or anything means that his fate is always somewhat predetermined. In every book, Reacher arrives in a new town, assesses the situation, and then makes his own brand of justice. There is a consistency to this formula, and fans have come to expect it. Reacher might face new challenges in each season, but the outcome is rarely in doubt. In Bad Luck and Trouble, Reacher is drawn back into a mystery when members of his former military police unit are killed. This sets off a chain of events that sees him confronting old foes, as well as dealing with new adversaries. The book itself is a classic example of the Reacher formula. Reacher solves a problem, dispenses justice, and moves on. This is a character who is driven by his sense of right and wrong, not by personal stakes or emotions. While this could seem limiting, it's actually what makes Reacher's stories so compelling. We know that his fate is never truly in danger because he is a force of nature, and that is exactly what fans expect from the show. The nature of Reacher's fate. But here's the thing, Reacher's fate is already set. His journey through the Jack Reacher universe is one of inevitability. The man is a perpetual outsider, always drifting, never truly settling. The challenges he faces may change, but the outcome is always the same. Reacher will confront evil and defeat it, even if it costs him. He is a character of action, not introspection. It's a formula that has worked for over 2 decades of novels, and it works just as well on screen. This predictable trajectory doesn't make Reacher any less compelling. In fact, it's what gives the show its consistency and appeal. Season 3 will, most likely, follow the same structure, allowing fans to settle into the familiarity of Reacher's world. As he encounters new threats, they will fall in line with the old ones, and Reacher will once again emerge victorious. He is not a character bound by fate, in the traditional sense. He is a man who makes his own fate. However, the inevitability of his actions is what makes his journey fascinating. His fate is not so much about the conclusion of each season, but about the enduring nature of the character itself. The future beyond Season 3. As the show progresses beyond Season 3, there is one clear reality that fans will have to face. Reacher's future has already been written. While each season will bring new challenges, new villains, and new allies, the essence of who Reacher is will not change. This is a man who is perpetually on the move, solving problems, and meting out justice wherever he goes. The Reacher series, both in its literary form and its TV adaptation, is a journey, but it's one that never truly ends. The fact that Reacher's fate is decided in advance is not a weakness, it's the backbone of the character's appeal. Reacher's destiny is to continue being the same force of justice that fans have come to expect, no matter how many seasons the show runs. As the show progresses beyond Season 3, there is one clear reality that fans will have to face. Reacher's future has already been written. While each season will bring new challenges, new villains, and new allies, the essence of who Reacher is will not change. This is a man who is perpetually on the move, solving problems and meting out justice wherever he goes. The Reacher series, both in its literary form and its TV adaptation, is a journey, but it's one that never truly ends. The fact that Reacher's fate is decided in advance is not a weakness, it's the backbone of the character's appeal.